Doki Doki Literature Club is a game made by Team Salvato in 2017. The game is about a bland main character who, somehow, has a female best friend named Sayori. Sayori convinces him to join a literature club by promising cupcakes. Once he arrives, he's stunned to find himself surrounded by 4 beautiful girls staring back at him. One of them, of course, is his best friend, Sayori. The other 3 are Natsuki, Yuri, and Monika. Although he isn't a fan of literature, he is a massive fan of beautiful girls and cupcakes. So he decides to join. The game allows you to pursue 3 possible routes by writing poems, 1 for each girl, except for one notable exception. I wonder why. Now, you might be asking, why is this innocent looking game included on our list? Well, yeah, it's not so innocent after all. Sayonara is the name of a haunting soundtrack in the game. If you plan on playing Doki Doki Literature Club, consider this your final spoiler warning. Still here? Alright, let's continue. So when exactly does the soundtrack play? There's a scene in the game where you visit your best friend Sayori's house, only to find her, well, hanging out. And yes, I mean that literally. The game also features plenty of glitched, eerie music that is creepy in its own right, but I think Sayonara takes the cake. In 2004, an unknown Japanese developer under the pseudonym Kikiyama released a game called Yume Nikki. In Yume Nikki, you play as a hikikomori named Maratsuki. A hikikomori is someone who rarely goes outside due to various reasons, often related to mental health or other personal challenges. As a result, Maratsuki spends her days playing video games and sleeping. When she sleeps, we embark on an adventure through her dreams, navigating surreal, often empty locations in search of effects, objects that grant her new abilities or appearances. The game's atmosphere is largely shaped by its music, which varies depending on the dream world you're exploring. For instance, the Candle World features unsettling, eerie tunes, while the Snow World offers a much more soothing soundtrack. The music loops short segments repeatedly, and when paired with the vast, empty dreamscapes, it creates a hauntingly liminal experience. Now, here's your second spoiler warning, as I'm about to discuss the ending. If you want to experience it firsthand, skip this entry. If you collect all the effects and drop them in a lobby-like area, Maratsuki wakes up and heads to her balcony. Once there, she climbs over the railing and, let's just say, her mental health overwhelms her. This is followed by a sad melody that plays in the background. In my opinion, this tune is pretty disturbing, but mostly sad, because it captures the tragic last moments of Maratsuki's life. However, when it comes to the soundtrack, I can't decide which piece stands out the most. Tracks like the Dark World and the Candle World themes are equally memorable, so I'll share a segment of each to let you decide. Super Paper Mario for the Wii is, in my opinion, the best Mario game of all time. I'll admit, I'm very biased because I played it when I was 8, but it was such an unforgettable experience. Made by Nintendo in 2007, the game is like a hybrid between a RPG and a side-scroller. You start off with Mario, who has the ability to go 3D, which is super handy accessing things you can't see in 2D. As you progress, you unlock other characters, each with their own unique abilities, like Princess Peach, who can float, Bowser, who has fire breath, and Luigi, who can jump the highest. That's enough of an introduction to the game. Once you get to the stage called River Twigs, it seems normal at first, with a standard soundtrack, until you jump in the water. I have no idea what the f Nintendo was thinking when they made this, but this is some real demonic shit. Released in 1991 by Sega, Sonic the Hedgehog is a side-scroller game where you play as everyone's favorite fast blue hedgehog. Your goal is to reach the end of the stage and ultimately defeat Dr. Robotnik. In Sonic, there are specific levels where you need to swim, but Sonic, being a hedgehog, cannot stay underwater for long, otherwise you will drown. If, despite this, you still want our hero to remain underwater, you are met with this soundtrack that can only be described as an anxiety attack in musical form. Take a listen. This feels like taking a test with only 5 minutes left to finish, and you're still only halfway through. The Pokémon games are made by Nintendo. Everyone is familiar with these games and are familiar with it containing creepy music. For example, the one I am playing right now, the theme of Lavender Town. In my honest opinion, this soundtrack is not scary at all. In fact, I love it to bits. So, Lavender Town is not the OST I will pick for this video. There's another one that does feel pretty unsettling, and this specific track can be found in the game Pokémon Black and White 2, released in 2012 for the Nintendo DS. There is one specific area in the game that plays a pretty unsettling tune, and that area is called N's Room. N is one of the antagonists in the game, the leader of Team Plasma, and this room's theme has a pretty unsettling tune. Take a listen. Let's all agree that the theme of Lavender Town is nothing compared to this tune. Minecraft needs no introduction. We're all familiar with the music discs the game contains. So, can you guess which disc I'll choose? Disc 11? No. Disc 5? Also no. Disc Cat? No, but I'm talking about Disc 13. In my opinion, is the creepiest one because it gives such an unnerving vibe. Almost like being in a liminal space. I will show you a few examples. You cannot tell me that this does not give off liminal space vibes. If there truly is one soundtrack that gives you the vibe of "you may not rest, there are monsters nearby," it's this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.